Okay, my name's Tyler, and what I'm going to show you here is an equation that they call alligation. Some people call it tic-tac-toe. There's a couple of different forms of it. And what I'm going to do is compare this to what I have created over here. Another simple equation used on mixture solutions instead of what they have here, and how much easier mine is compared to what other people have made or what other people do use. So what I'm going to do is what I've got here. I'm going to read the problem so that you can hear it, and we're going to plug it into this equation. We're going to plug all the numbers in once and see what happens, and then we're going to do the tic-tac-toe version of it and show you what happens, and then in mine and show you what happens. Okay, so let me read this real quick. It says 2 acid solutions are available to a chemist. One is a 10% nitric acid solution, and the other is a 40% nitric acid solution. Okay, how much of each type of solution should be mixed together to form 12 liters of a 20% solution? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these numbers that I wrote down up here, and we're going to plug them in over here. Now, the capitalized letters in this equation, okay, mean volume. That's what they're equal to. Now, the only volume that we know is what we're equal to. What we're looking for is 12 liters. Okay. The lowercase letters here represent the mixture coefficients or the percents that we're looking for adding together. Okay. So on this one, it's 40%. Now, because I don't like decimals or fractions, I'm just going to write it as 40. Because if we do it on all of them, it will still come out correct. Okay, so all we know right here is 12 liters at 40% solution. Okay, over here, we don't know the volume of the other two solutions that we're looking for. All we know is one is a 40% solution. Oh wait, again, sorry. This right here is a 20% solution that we're looking for, not 40. I apologize. So this one's 40% and this one is 10%. So we still have A times 10 plus B times 40 equals 12 times 20. Now I can write this out, I can keep going, but after plugging my numbers in once, I still have two unknowns. In order to solve an equation with two unknowns, we can go through and we can figure that we know what B equals because the total solution is 12 liters. So B would equal those 12 liters minus whatever A is. We can substitute this in and continue and finish solving the equation. Okay, but after plugging in the numbers once, we have two unknowns still. Okay, now with the tic-tac-toe version, draw a tic-tac-toe thing, everybody knows that. And then right here in the center, okay, we're going to plug in the solution that we're looking for. Okay, we're looking for a 20% solution, and then up here we're going to put in the maximum. Let's see, which is 40, and then down here is the minimum, which is 10. Okay, and then we're going to find the difference between those and put it here, and the difference between those and put it here. Okay, so the difference here is 10, and the difference here is 20. So when let's see, this is the max. What this is telling us is we've got 10 parts of the max and 20 parts of the minimum solution. Okay, now when we're looking at that, what does parts mean exactly? You've put the numbers in, you've still got more to do because you're only needing 12 liters. So at what part, you see what I mean? We're stuck without doing more equations, without doing more figuring. Okay? So now come over here to this and let me show you the equation that I've created. Okay, we're going to plug the same numbers in one time and see what happens. Okay, now this I here represents the items needed. Okay. Okay, and what we need is the 12 liters. So I'm going to put 12 in here. M is maximum, the maximum percentage or the maximum mixture that we can get. Okay? And in this case, it's a 40% solution. That's the maximum. Now again, I don't like decimals, so if we write them as 40 instead of 0.4, it'll always come out the same as long as we do it to all of them. Okay, so we do that, and then we subtract the same I, which is 12, times D. Now D equals our desired amount or desired solution. Okay, and in this case is 20%. We're looking for a 20% solution that equals 12 liters. Okay, we're going to take it and we're going to divide that by the difference between the maximum, which is our 40%, and our minimum, which is 10%. Okay, so when we run this out, I've put in all my numbers once. I have no variables left, no unknowns to solve for. It's ready to go. Okay, so 12 times 40 is 480, minus 12 times 20 is half that, so 240. Divide by 40 minus 10 is 30. Okay, so 480 minus 240 is 240. Divided by 30. Let's reduce these by 10 because we can. That leaves us 24 over 3, which equals 8. What that's telling us here is this MQ. MQ is the minimum solution, the quantity of that minimum solution. So we're looking for 8 liters of the 10% solution. So with this equation here, we've plugged in the numbers once and we got an answer. Unlike over here, we plugged the numbers in once, we still had 2 unknown variables, we had to substitute and still solve for each of them again. And here, after we've plugged them in, we still have to go through and figure out what our parts actually equal and how many of those parts that we're going to use to get to our 12 liters.